We've got an awesome show for you today, so let's get started.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15. Hell yes, your AK-47. Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15.
Oh, hell no.
Hell yes.
Hell no is right. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is Friday, folks, Friday. This afternoon we will do the Friday free-for-all, but for right now, we're going to talk about one subject, your self-defense in SHTF. These people, folks, these leftist scumbags, they want to steal your rights. They don't want to legally make them go away. They don't want to legally stuff them in a cubbyhole. They want to steal them from you right in front of your face. They want to rub your nose in it, right? Beto. That guy is just a turd, but he's telling the truth. Hell yeah, they want to take your AR-15. Now, let's step forward. I want you to cast your mind. We're going to get into a little scenario. We're going to get into a scenario. You live in a part of town that is not real good. There's a lot of scumbags out there. Shit has hit the fan and the police can't get to you. They can't help you. They can't help anyone. And you find out that there's some bad guys in the neighborhood and they're causing trouble. What do you do? Right? Well, let me give you a little taste of what happened recently in Georgia, a really shitty part of Georgia, where a armed United States citizen ended up getting in a shootout with burglars on his front lawn, folks. Now, Clayton County, Georgia. Supposedly a real shithole. Now, a man, right, wanted to protect his wife, his home, his property after he saw 3 burglars on his front lawn. Realizing he's got a problem, he had to take things into his own hands. Now, let me give you a little taste of what he says happened. His name is Whitfield Smith. He is also a military veteran. He said he saw one of the burglars trying to break into his BMW parked in his driveway. So he grabbed his rifle and he ran outside in his pajamas and flip-flops. Right? That is called emergency gearing up. Right? Flip-flops, PJs, AR-15. He says, quote, "My first thought was to protect my house and protect my property. I just wanted to get the intruders away. As I kept looking at the camera, I noticed a young man running from the neighbor's yard across my yard and into the street to meet up with 2 others. He sprints up my driveway. I can see from the camera he's hunched down wearing a gray hoodie, and he has a firearm in his hand. He tries to get into the BMW in the driveway. The door's locked. I grab my rifle and I head outside. Now, on the surveillance video, Mr. Smith is seen exchanging gunfire with the burglars. Now, he used his BMW as a shield, very advisable, even though I'm sure the insurance company won't like having to repair it. But he said this, "I don't want to die at home. I survived Afghanistan and everywhere else. To die at home in my own yard?" Now, the 3 suspects haven't been captured. Clayton County Police are urging anyone with information to call. But here's the deal, folks. You think that if he called the police, they would be there in time? What if they wanted to break into the house? They have firearms. They have guns. They're bad guys. They're in a shitty part of town. Home invasion robbery, right? Your self-defense requires you to have a weapon. A weapon. The AR-15 with 30 round standard capacity magazine help save this man's life and his family's life and his property and whatever else. Now, good thing this happened down in the South, because if it happened up in a Democrat state in a Democrat city, he would probably be charged with attempted murder, right, for causing a gunfight to erupt because he interrupted a burglary of his BMW. Whew. What do you think of that? How would you react in that scenario? Someone outside messing with your car, do you just let them mess with your car? Or do you go out and stop them? Right? It depends. Not everyone's a hero, folks. But what if they come to the door? Then what do you do? What if they break into the car and you're watching them on a surveillance camera or a Ring, surveillance button? What if they start moving towards your house? Then what? When do you get your self-defense items out and stand up for yourself? Right? In Brooklyn, New York, or wherever the hell that was in New York City, the man who was a cashier at a little store was being beaten by a thug behind the counter. Right? Grabbed a knife from one person who stabbed him and stabbed the dude in the neck. The guy dies. The man's defended himself in a life-threatening scenario where he's being beaten on by a young man who has a knife, and he's being charged with murder by the DA. Unbelievable, folks. Self-defense is a right. It is a right. It is an inalienable right. It's enshrined in the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. It's for dealing with, government, like Beto O'Rourke's government that he wants to sick on you. And then it's to protect yourself from thugs on the street who want to, victimize you. This is quite a case. This man, this veteran who hit the streets, folks, in pajamas and flip-flops with AR-15. He defended himself. He defended his property. He defended the lives of others in the neighborhood. I sure hope they don't try charging him with any crimes. But you have the right to defend yourself, which means sending a round downrange. You see, that's where they really lose their minds, folks. It's bad enough you have a gun, but if you shoot it, that's threatening to everybody. No, you have a right to send a round downrange. That's how you defend yourself. The freedom seed, that is the action. The gun is just a tool. It is the ammunition. The freedom seeds that you want to spread to those who don't deserve freedom. Folks, we're going to have more than just burglars. We're going to have more than just home invasion robbers. Like, George Floyd. St. George Floyd was a home invasion robber who put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. That's okay. Democrats don't care about babies and pregnant women. Not anymore. Right? They got bigger fish to fry. They want to make sure everyone gets their genitals lopped off. Whew. Right? What we've got coming in this country is exactly what this guy was dealing with. Right? Exactly what he was dealing with. Whitfield Smith, right, sees burglars and realizes, they're trying to break into my car, but they could break into the house. What else do they want? When it hits the fan big time and there's food shortages, where will you be, folks? In your head, right? You need food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. You need those things, and you can get them at the preparedmind.club right down here. All your self-defense items, water, food, communications, body armor. I'm sure Mr. Whitfield Smith would have liked having some body armor he could have thrown on very quickly to deal with the situation. I'm sure that crossed his mind when gunfire was being exchanged. Luckily, he had training, something I highly recommend everyone get, training on how to handle your firearm, effectively deploy it, and defend yourself and others. But folks, when things get nasty, it's going to be more than just breaking into cars or trying to get money. They'll be after you and your food and whatever else they can get their hands on. So you have a choice. You can be a citizen or you can be a victim. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours. I'll see you at Free for All Friday this afternoon. If you're on the preparedmind.club, our premium service, you can buy membership there, or you can buy it at subscribestar.com. We got both places to go to now, folks. We're heavily protected from censorship. So come to the preparedmind.club, hit the premium membership, $2 a month. That's a premium? That ain't shit, folks. That's nothing. That's only 7 cents a day. Be a premium member at the preparedmind.club or subscribestar.com. And we'll be talking about a whole lot more. Until then, folks, Semper Fi, Godspeed.